Hey, welcome back to Blacklight Garage. Guess what? Our new camshaft for the 460 build came in. What kind is it? Well, you're just going to have to watch the video and see. But no, am I going to show you what kind it is? We're going to compare it to that old comp cam that I took out of it. We're going to compare the lobes both physically and on paper. So, let's see how this comp killer stacks up. You ready? Come on, let's get into it. So, what kind of camshaft did I get to replace this crappy comp cam? Okay, use your imagination here and do a drum roll. Ready? Boom. Howard's. 100% American made. I picked this cam. It's very, very similar in specs to the comp. Matter of fact, I'll show you the cam cards. And then we're going to actually take the cam out and compare it to the comp. And I want to show you. You'll be seeing this exactly as I do. I have not even had it out of the plastic. Okay, here's the card for the comp, and you see it's 514 lift on the intake and 524 lift on the exhaust, and at 50 thousandths it's 218 duration on the intake and 226 duration at 50 thousandths on the exhaust. The Howard's, oh yeah, and it has the comp has 111 degrees of lobe separation. Okay, the Howard's sees 513 duration, or I'm sorry, 513 lift on the intake, 519 lift on the exhaust. At 50 thousandths, it's 215 duration on the intake and 223 duration at 50 thousandths on the exhaust, and has 112 degrees of lobe separation. So you see what I'm saying? They're very, very similar on the grind. So it ain't like we're comparing two camshafts that are totally opposite of each other. So let's put them side by side and compare them. Alright, we got the comp out here. Now the Howard's, I told you I haven't, you're looking at it exactly as I do. See, they are actually sealed in a bag. So I have not had this out. Rubber band off here. Oh, I thought it was sealed. No, I just had it folded over and the rubber band over it. But anyway, I've not had it out of the bag. Look, there's our old friend, CMC. So we know where the blank or the core come from for sure. I've got to say, just initially looking at them just straight out of the bag like this, the Howard's, the coating that they put on it, I actually like better than the comp, which may play a role in the break-in, as far as successful or not. Of course, from what I understand anymore, there's none of the comps are successful, pretty much. Now let me get these things lined up here. Okay, now just looking Remember the Comp had that really round lobe on it. You know, it basically imitates a roller. Now let's look over here at the Howards and get back where you can kind of compare them. The Howards has more peak to it, like the original style camshafts. Matter of fact, let me find the original, this stock camshaft and show you. There's a bone stock Ford 460 camshaft. You can see the lobe is, you know, pretty peaky there. And there's the Howards. Now it's a little bit more rounded, but you know, hey, there's more duration, more lift on it, but still pretty peaky. And then you've got the really round Comp lobe over here because it's in Xtreme Energy. So this right here tells you the Comp still has it, you know, it's very fast ramps. The Howards, the ramps might be faster than stock, which is okay, but it's not going to be so extremely fast that it's going to be slamming the valves open and shut like the Comp does. And that's what I was after. Now if you want further proof that the ramps on the Comp are even faster, okay, it's advertised 262 duration on the intake, and at 50,000 it's 218. Okay, the Howards is advertised at 269, and at 50,000 is 215. Okay, so that there's a greater spread between the 50,000s and the advertised here versus the Comp. So that right there tells you that the Comp has even faster lobes. The exhaust is 270 advertised and 226 at 50,000s. And the exhaust on the Howards is advertised at 284 and is 223 at 50,000s. So the exhaust on the Comp is quite a bit faster, which is probably why the Xtreme Energies are as noisy as they are. So right there you can, on paper you see the ramps on the Xtreme Energies are faster, and you can see just comparing the lobes in this video that the lobes are faster. And that is why I will not use Comp anymore. One thing I did mean to show you, the Howards comes with driven assembly grease. It's not the red syrupy stuff like Comp sends, which I don't like to use that on camshafts. I like to use actual grease. And, you know, the, was it Molly Benham, you know, the dark looking grease. I like that stuff a whole lot better than the red syrupy stuff. So even better reason, not only is the Howards just, well, I mean, in all honesty, it's a better looking camshaft, and we know it's 100% USA made, but even better, this Comp cam currently is $247.95. The Howards is $216.99, and the Howards is a better camshaft. So is there really even a need to even have to think about it? Go with the Howards. Well, there you go. There's my thoughts on the Howards versus Comp. I mean, to me, the Howards is a better camshaft all the way around. It's got slower, safer ramps on the lobes. It's less money, and appearance, it appears to be a better made camshaft. So we're going to continue on with the 460 build, and we're going to use this Howards. I know some of you are going to disagree. That's fine. I'm just showing you compared physically and compared on paper. And to me, the Howards is a winner. I'm not endorsed by Howards. I'm not endorsed by anybody. So I'm just telling you what I see and, showing you the facts. So be sure and like, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. And as always, me and the pups, we appreciate each and every one of you. We really do. So stay tuned. I'll be back with another one. See you.